with that. You can grow muscles, add new things to your website, or remove what is not needed, put some makeup on that very quickly. So WordPress is the most popular, but it's not the only one. There are different options. And then do you know that currently in web design and development industry, there are more than 600,000 workers. So more than 6,100 employees are working in web design, web development, and the demand is growing. I was reading that in US, they are expecting the demand to grow by 15% in 2 years' time. So it's really growing. And then why it is growing? Because the smartphone, people are like, I ask you, how many of you use smartphones and computers to access internet? And you told like you use both. And this is actually everywhere happening because smartphones are becoming more functioning and more easier to use, and internet is everywhere, so people are using smartphones to access websites. That means that there will be increasing demand for mobile-ready website designs. What does it mean? That means that even if there are some companies who have already websites, they would need to move their websites to a different platform and review their current websites, so they would be working on Android or Apple phones. And these are different like platforms, so they would need to review what they have and change it. So not only work for creating new websites, but also there is a need for improving the current websites. And there was another fact which I found very interesting. 67% of business owners, they believe that graphic design, this is how a website look like, would increase, is very important for success of the business. Why? Because when people search information on Google, first thing they find, like most probably it's supposed to be like that. They would go to a company website, and if a website is looking shitty, you would think the same about the business. And one more interesting fact: web design of website should be changed every 2-3 years. Why? Because it's not only of technology. Technology is developing. For example, Flash used to be very popular, and it's not anymore. So people would need to think and change the current website to something else. And also, so it's technology, but also how it looks like. There are, like every year, there are new tendencies in web design, like more white space or less white space, bigger pictures and no pictures, and so on. And also, what is important that when you have this new website design, people see that the company is developing, not staying in 90s maybe, yeah, but it's modern, it's thinking about how to be attractive for customers. And actually look like Google, you mentioned Google, you use Google. Google has changed their, for example, logo just recently. They didn't change a lot about the website itself, some functionalities they removed, but still. And I'm looking forward for Facebook. Will it change their design or not? Because I am very curious. It's pretty old already too. They started in 2004. So, how much web designers and web developers earn? Because I'm sure if you are here, you are thinking about this profession and what is important, that not only have an interesting job, but also well-paid job. So, this is what I found on statistical data for 2015. I should admit that Cambodia is not on the list of global specialists for web development, but I hope we will get Cambodia soon. From the region, there are Philippines and Malaysia. you can see that unfortunately that in Philippines and Malaysia, like the annual salary in US dollars is about 10 times lower than in Japan. Yeah? But still, it's 7,000 and about 7,500, just neighbor countries. That makes about like $600, $700 per month. But the thing is that it will be growing. It's in IT industry, the salary level is growing with the number of years of experience you have, bigger portfolio you have, and more languages, programming languages you have. So in Cambodia, I found that the salary of a web developer is about $250, $600. This is what is currently on the websites, like recruiting websites, like TopJob or others. But the thing is that with ASEAN, with Cambodia being in ASEAN, you don't have to look only on your country salary level, because this is why the great thing is about being part of the international community, that you can actually have projects working not only for Cambodia but also for other countries and get paid by the other countries' standards. So web designers, it's very interesting that in different countries the difference is very big. Like for example, remember I showed you Philippines was about 7,000 and Malaysia was about 7.5. Here difference is huge. We have 4, and then 11. I don't know why in Malaysia they pay almost 3 times more than in Philippines. I don't know. But currently in Cambodia I found that the salary for web designer is from $250 to $500. That's the current situation. But I'm sure it should be changing. In Japan it's $61,000 per year. Australia is 74. Yeah, so it's different for all countries. Okay, but if you think about not working for someone, but being your freelancer yourself and developing your own websites for clients, and if you have enough of knowledge of web design and web programming, so you could actually basically develop websites. The website design ranges from $500 to $5,000. I don't say 5,000 you would get right now, and I don't say you would get it here from, I don't know, maybe, but not sure. But this is actually I've been working in my country on web projects that were about like, we paid for our company website about $50,000. It was big investment, but it was very complex website with online shop, with a client service online. So it was very, very complex one. And it was for a big company. It was a big telecommunication operator working for his clients. This is why I'm saying that it might start with $500, and then the price for a very complex website can be very significantly higher. So, but let's come back to Cambodia and to where we are right now. Actually, I just spent 15 minutes and found 7 companies that are looking for web designers and web developers. But I should admit, it's not all, not only 7, much more. I just didn't want to spend too much time, and I'm not recruiting agencies, so it's not my job. But actually, like, look, there is a big need for website and web designers, web developers and web designers. Bigger, smaller companies, and basically, I would say that they don't have high expectations. Like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, that was mostly mentioned in the job descriptions. And this is actually enough. If you have this knowledge, it's enough for you to develop a well-working, nicely looking website. These are just few examples. Okay, so that was what I wanted to tell you about the And now I want to talk about how to become. Oops. So 7 reasons why I believe you should start learning web design and web development right now. And you have this chance actually to do that. So what are those reasons? Growing demand. This is what I told you already. And it's not only